Join me and let us dive deep into Psalm 23 and challenge ourselves to apply its teachings to our lives for an entire week. Let us say Psalm 23 first. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. This is one of the most iconic and beloved passages in the Bible. It is a source of comfort and strength that has resonated with people from all walks of life for centuries. Its timeless wisdom and universal appeal have made it a source of hope in times of uncertainty, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, God is always with us. We live in a world that's moving at breakneck speed, where anxiety, fear, and uncertainty can easily overwhelm us. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, feeling like we're constantly running on a hamster wheel, getting nowhere fast. It's no wonder we often find ourselves feeling lost, disconnected, and searching for a sense of direction and purpose. With the constant barrage of news, social media, and the demands of our daily routines, it's easy to feel like we're drowning in a sea of noise, struggling to stay afloat. In this chaotic world, it's easy to let fear and anxiety take hold, to let the what-ifs and maybes consume us. We worry about our futures, our relationships, our health, and our finances, and before we know it, we're trapped in a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. It's a heavy burden to carry, one that can leave us feeling exhausted, drained, and questioning our very purpose in life. And yet, in the midst of all this turmoil, there's a gentle whisper that reminds us that we're not alone, that there's a shepherd who's guiding us, leading us to still waters and green pastures. But what does it mean to truly trust in God's guidance and provision? How do we tap into that sense of peace and security that Psalm 23 promises? For many of us, it's easy to get stuck in our own ways of thinking, our own approaches to problem solving, and our own ideas of what it means to be successful or fulfilled. We need a new perspective, one that's rooted in faith, trust, and surrender. At the heart of Psalm 23 are three key themes that have the power to transform our lives: guidance, provision, and solace. When we invite God to be our shepherd, we're acknowledging that we need direction, that we need someone to lead us through the darkest valleys and into the promised land. We're admitting that we're not self-sufficient, that we can't do it all on our own, and that we need someone to provide for us, to nourish us, and to comfort us. Guidance, provision, and solace. These are the pillars that hold up the structure of Psalm 23, reminding us that God is always with us, always guiding us, always providing for us, and always comforting us. When we grasp these truths, we begin to see the world in a different light, to understand that our problems are not unique to us, and that God's presence is always available to us, no matter what we're facing. I remember a particularly challenging time in my own life when Psalm 23 became a lifeline for me. I was facing a difficult situation that seemed insurmountable, and I felt lost and alone, unsure of what to do or where to turn. But as I read through Psalm 23, I felt a sense of peace settle over me, a sense of calm that I hadn't experienced in weeks. I realized that I wasn't alone, that God was with me, guiding me, providing for me, and comforting me, even in the midst of turmoil. As I looked back on that experience, I realized that Psalm 23 had given me a new perspective on life, a new way of seeing the world and my place in it. It had reminded me that I didn't have to have all the answers, that I didn't have to be in control, and that I didn't have to be self-sufficient. It had shown me that God is always at work, even in the darkest moments, guiding me, providing for me, and comforting me. Let us say it together again. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. In the end, Psalm 23 is more than just a beautiful passage of Scripture. It's a blueprint for living, a reminder that we're not alone, that God is always with us, and that His presence is the greatest source of comfort and strength we'll ever know. May its timeless wisdom guide us, comfort us, and transform us as we seek to apply its teachings to our lives. Thanks for joining me on this journey into Psalm 23. If you have a personal story or testimony about how this psalm has impacted your life, please share it with us in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more uplifting content. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.